Hi, I'm Ani Gatz. Welcome back to The Giving Life. This is the show where we talk about nonprofits and the people they serve. There's a lot of myths out there about people that receive nonprofit services, but really, they're just hardworking neighbors like you and me. Last time we met, we talked about food insecurity. If you want to know more about the varying levels of food insecurity and how many people the USDA estimates experience it on a daily basis, you can catch up with us on our last show at BKAT Online. Today we're going to talk about food insecurity again, but from a slightly different perspective. Last time we met with someone that was from a demographic we don't usually consider being food insecure, college students. Today we're going to talk about a different kind of student, a much younger one, like, say, someone in first grade. The National School Lunch Program said that in the 2016 and 2017 school year, over 30 million U.S. students used the free or reduced price school lunch program, and over 14 million used the free or reduced price breakfast program. For the vast majority of those students, the meals they get at school are the only reliable meals they get. What happens when school's not in session? Well, there are some federal and state programs that work to fill what's called the summer nutrition gap. But when it comes to weekends and other school breaks, you guessed it, there's a nonprofit for that. In fact, there's a few of them, and one of the best happens to be right here in Bremerton, the Bremerton Backpack Brigade. The Bremerton Backpack Brigade has been around for about 7 years, and they're unique among school food backpack programs because unlike some other programs that just fill a backpack with generic food and give a family whatever they get, the Bremerton Backpack Brigade crafts each backpack specific to that family's needs, including food allergies and the fact that some families may not even have a kitchen. Right now, the Bremerton Backpack Brigade operates out of this building, the Bremerton School District's Food Services building. They're hoping to get their own building soon, but in the meantime, they run quite an operation. Let's go take a look.
Hi, I'm Myra Batten from the Bremerton Backpack Brigade. This is a local nonprofit that feeds hungry kids on the weekends. These are children that are often on the free lunch program and don't have much for the weekend. We want to make sure they have some good, nutritious food so they can arrive at school on Monday morning ready to learn. About 7 years ago, maybe a little bit longer, my niece, who is a teacher in Belfair, told me about a program like this in her school district. I really wanted to help, just didn't want to drive all the way to Belfair. So I asked all the school districts around, do they have a program? And everyone did, except Bremerton. Bremerton had wonderful teachers in individual schools feeding kids, helping them out of their own pockets, but there was no district-wide program. So slowly but surely we started one. I got a board together, we got a nonprofit status, we got a business license, we got the school district support insofar as that they give us space for our pantry, and we got busy packing backpacks. We started out serving one school, Arm & Jar, and added a new school, basically a couple of new schools every year until 2 or 3 years ago we started serving all the Bremerton elementary schools. We serve about, up to 140 kids a week, averaging 340 kids, averaging about 300 kids every week. It's just been phenomenal. I have a little thing I like to think, this may be vanity speaking, but I think we're changing lives one backpack of food at a time. When we send a child home with a backpack of food for their family, for their siblings, they get to eat that weekend. That's good right there. But they also will eventually figure out how valuable they are to their community because their community cares enough to provide this food for them. And then maybe a little bit later, they'll grow up to be adults who think, when I was a kid, my community was there for me. I'm going to be that kind of adult. We're changing lives, one backpack of food at a time. The brigade is always looking for volunteers. We pack once a week and deliver to the backpacks. We have people who shop for us, people who write grants for us, people who collect the backpacks that have been returned to be refilled. Anything you can think of, we need it. We need your help. This is a community effort, and it only happens because of community help. The first part of our process in the brigade is weighing all the food that comes in. So we have a record of what we have, whether it's donated or purchased food, whether it's in-kind donations of materials or carts. Right now we just had a purchase of some food from Winco. So we're going to weigh that in. Our resident recorder, Lorene, is going to weigh that for us. So after the food is all weighed in, the next thing we do is go over to the pantry and put it away. So it's ready to go out in the backpacks.
Here we go.
There you go. Okay, the vegetables, after they're chopped and sorted and rinsed off, we bring them out and we sort them into individual packages for each kid. They get carrots and celery, and today we've got some sweet peppers and some cherry tomatoes. We just want to introduce the idea of snacks that aren't Cheetos. This is the Bremerton Backpack Brigade Pantry. We're privileged to share space with the school district central kitchen. They're kind to let us store in here. All of our food is in here, stored around. Everything down the table is the pack for this coming week. We will be packing this today. I'll just start here with my favorite shelf, the odds and ends shelf. People give us really fun things to put in our backpacks. Some are very useful, like for people that don't have kitchens or homeless, some snack packs. But they're not the regular things we send out every week, so we kind of save those up. Here's the special needs. We pack our backpacks to fit the needs of the family that will receive it. If they are gluten-free, or if they don't have a kitchen, or if they have dairy allergies, we make sure they get something that fits their needs. Protein, we got lots of canned chicken and canned tuna. Actually, we could use a little more. Fruit, hamburger helper, we send out a lot of canned protein and we send this out to make a meal with it. Vegetables, a lot of vegetables here. Mac and cheese, every kid's staple. Cereal, lots and lots of cereal. Canned chili. Do you know there are 17 grams of protein in a can of chili? It's a great protein source. As are refried beans and canned beans. Spaghetti sauces, meals in cans. We send out little information blurbs about how to make a package of top ramen into a fairly nutritious meal by adding some leftover chicken and maybe a few chopped up vegetables. This is the table our packers pack from. Every bin is labeled, so it's either 1 can per bag, meaning backpack, or 1 per child, like is in the milk and the juice and the snacks. The volunteers would come in along here with their empty backpack. They'd follow the directions written on each of the bins, walk around this table, walk out there with a full backpack, and there it would get weighed. This is how we track our backpacks. Each school is color coordinated so that they have their own color tags on the backpacks. And the tag gives us information about the family that will receive that backpack. It has a student first name, a teacher last name. It tells us how many children in the family and if they have any food allergies. Most of our backpacks, most of them were donated by Costco. We also had schools donate backpacks to us, churches and individuals donated backpacks to us, but this is the vehicle that gets the families the food they need, so backpacks are vital. It's hard not to go fast, isn't it? Oh, is that biggest family? Yep, every bin tells us how many go in the bag. This is a 1 can per bag because I have a small family. Ryan has a big family, so he has several backpacks.
My name's Michelle, and I heard about the Bremerton Backpack Brigade about 5 years ago. So even though I still worked, my family was struggling, food part of it. I was not eligible to get help for that through the state. Sometimes, you know, you do get a little bit embarrassed that you have to get help, but it made me feel good at the end of the day knowing that someone was helping my family. We're both, you know, working in the household, both me and my husband. And still, even with 40-hour jobs, we still are struggling. And I just want people to know that it is a really good program and you don't have to feel embarrassed when you use it. Bremerton Backpack Brigade is a part of my family. Our family using it for 3 years, and then the last 2. Currently, we're volunteering, me and my 3 girls. And just watching everybody coming, even if they can't donate food, they donate their time. It makes me feel good that I'm helping the community and that everybody in the community comes together and helps each other. And I think that is the main thing with the Bremerton Backpack Brigade, and that's why I love volunteering for it, because it helped my family and now I can give back and help others. And just being a part of the community, that's the biggest thing, and I know this program works.
Like all problems nonprofits seek to solve, food insecurity won't be fixed with just one solution. It'll take nonprofits, government policy, and the corporate sector all working together to make life more equitable for all. If you'd like to support the Bremerton Backpack Brigade, you should know that they are completely volunteer-driven, and any donations you make go directly to their program. Whether you want to donate food, backpacks, money, or just volunteer, your help is always welcome. You can find out how you could be part of their solution at bremertonbackpackbrigade.org. We'll see you next time on The Giving Life.